Hi, this is Brandy Jo Riley, your Director of Client Experience here at Sapphire. And before I get started, can I just say, welcome to the Sapphire family. As you know, you're already logged into Spark and you're on the Sapphire U dashboard. You can tell what dashboard you're on in Spark by which is highlighted here on the top navigation bar. As you'll see, we have about 8 weeks of training here in Sapphire U, and most of the buttons that we will link you off to are going to provide a knowledge-based article and a video to show you what you need to learn so that you can manage your website on your own. In this particular video, I'm going to be showing you each section of Spark, giving you a little tour, but first I want to dig into Sapphire U. Like I said, we've got about 8 weeks worth of training here. Some of you may take a little bit longer. Some of you may take a lot shorter amount of time to get through all of these courses. But of course, you'll be meeting with your coach on a weekly basis and we'll be walking you through all of these different pieces of your website. Okay, to get started, you can click on the title blue bar for any week to expand and see all of the tasks and training that are involved in that particular week. So you can just click here, click there. Of course, at any time you can click the collapse all or expand all buttons to see all weeks expanded or all weeks collapsed. We also have individual collapse and expand modules on this little settings sprocket out to the side. As you can see, most of the weeks have a watch it, print it, learn it, do it button. Each of these is going to link you off to the relevant piece of information that you need to manage. But for the most part, you're going to experience learn it and do it buttons. The Learn It button is going to open up a new tab in your browser and show you an article and video for the particular task that we want you to learn and then update within your website. Then the Do It button is going to link you to the particular place within Spark where you can make that management. So for instance, I'm going to click on the Learn It button of Establish Your Year, and that's going to open a new tab for me and load this article. Now we've got step-by-step instructions as well as screen caps to show you everything you need to know about that particular piece of information on your website. And then at the bottom of each article, there's going to be a video. We think it's really helpful to watch both or read and watch both the article and the video to make sure you're reinforcing the training you're learning. But what's really cool is that because this is open in a new tab, at any point you could pause the video or pause your reading of the article, go back into Spark, click the Do It button, and make the changes as you're going through the training. Once you feel really good about a particular task that you've just learned, you can check the X here and mark that particular task as complete. As you go through the weeks and you complete all of the tasks within a particular week, that week will be marked as complete. And then if you scroll up, we do have a trophy case to keep you on track. Maybe a little bit of motivation there is to get all of the trophy icons as you earn them. And then there's a secret mystery badge built into a few of the weeks. So you'll earn those along the way. And that's just our way of keeping track of you, making sure you're moving along, learning everything that you need to in Spark. So let's see what's next. The first icon on the left here is your Pulse dashboard. And then we have pages, events, businesses, settings, and then of course Sapphire U. All of these will allow you to click on this top level icon to see a particular page, but then several of these icons have drop downs. This just allows you to go a little bit further along in the navigation of your site before clicking, so you can get straight to what you need to. But I'm going to briefly show you what each of these dashboards look like. The first dashboard, like I said, is Pulse. And you'll notice there's this kind of like pulsating icon saying action required, and that has everything to do with this dashboard right here. Action required might mean that a user has uploaded a photo to one of your event pages, or maybe you have forms that have submissions that you need to export. All of these modules can be clicked on here so that you can complete that action that is required. And sometimes this won't have any action required items, just depends on, how frequently you're able to log into your site. But then anyhow, we also have some site pulse information, and these are true analytics. Once your website is live and we have connected your website to Google Analytics, all of this information will be pulled in from the past month. So for instance, what were your February most visited pages? You can look at those here. And then we'll have a couple of like live analytics, like how many people are viewing your website right in this moment, and what the mobile, desktop, and tablet experience or percentage of your users are. All right, just a few more things too. We've got some of the Sapphire's latest blog posts where you can meet with a Sapphire employee, what our travel schedule looks like, and then the total Sapphire stats, and that's for the entire platform. So it's some pretty exciting information. The second dashboard I want to show you is your Pages dashboard. Now, towards the end of week 2, we're going to go a lot more in depth on what you can do with this dashboard. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. You'll get an entire video strictly about that. Same with the events dashboard. That's next. So you can just click on the events icon in the header and we'll get every listing of a page that has a date and time associated with it. This is going to be your entire event schedule, which will be made up of categories. And again, this is going to be anything that has a date and time associated with it will be an event page. Likewise, we have the business pages, and the businesses manager is going to show you every page that you have listed that is associated with a category. For businesses, not everyone is going to have this feature enabled on their website, but I can tell you our clients like to use it to promote, let's say, an organization, a business, an entity within their community or near their destination or within their event. So we have people use this for food and vendor listings. We have people use this to promote the hotels in their local area as well as attractions, things like that. We'll go a little bit further in the difference in these page types, pages, events, and businesses again at the end of week 2. So be on the lookout for that. The last dashboard to review would be the settings dashboard. And this is all the nuts and bolts of your website that can be managed right here. It's settings dashboard, it's going to work like the modular pages in that you can drag and drop modules into place where you'd like to see them. You can also collapse and hide modules as you'd like. If you're not using Sapphire Ticks, well, you might not even have this module. If you don't view your quick links often, you can collapse it. And then, let's say your e-commerce reporting you're most interested in, so you want to drag that top left. However, all of these settings dashboards and different elements can also be found in the settings dropdown right here. Okay, so now what? The next video you're going to watch is actually going to be about updating your login password. So go ahead and get started on that video once this one is complete or once you've read this article. But there's just a few more things that I want to show you. Pages is going to be a replication of your navigation, and that's actually something that we want you to start thinking about right now as well. What are those main 4 to 7 menu items that need to become your website's navigation? What are people looking for most when they come to your website? We've got 2 worksheets here for you to print off. Sometimes putting it on paper will really help you visualize it just a little bit more. But of course, in your early meetings with your coach on a weekly basis, these might be the first topics that you need to review and make sure that you're on the same page with your coach as. Maybe you want to review, brainstorm, and get some recommendations from them on what the main navigation should be. So that being said, you'll be able to do that from the Pages dashboard. And again, we're going to walk you through updating your navigation and even changing each of the drop downs below. So there's just a couple more things that I want to show you. We are 8 minutes into this video and I'm going to try to wrap it up. Keep in mind, we're going to try to keep all videos to 10 minutes, and the articles, of course, will be super helpful. Okay, one is pinned pages. As you frequently visit a page, it's going to show up in this recently visited tab. You can just click on the push pin to mark it as a pinned page, but then you can also do so from the pinned pages dashboard. You just click on a pinned page and boom. Okay, really important tool for you to get comfortable with and begin using is the Sapphire Support tab. You can search for articles here, or you can search our knowledge base about anything that you might need. You'll just click in and type in a keyword, and it's going to open a search result here for all of the different articles that we've written about that particular topic. You'll be able to check the forums, but more importantly, submit a support request. So here, your email address, the subject, then you can give us a description. We'd really appreciate all details possible. And here's a ticket. We're gonna try to respond to these within about 30 minutes of you submitting it. Finally, if ever you need to log out of Sapphire or of Spark, you'll use this little drop down out here to do that. So that's it, guys. Dig in and enjoy using Spark. We're here to